David was too young to fight in the army, but his father Jesse asked him one day to take food to his brothers. So David asked another shepherd to keep an eye on his sheep while he ran this errand for his dad. He would have been about the age of a junior in high school as he left his house in Bethlehem and made his way up to the army's camp. As David crested the final rise, he saw the army spread out like locusts across the hillside. And just then, he heard Goliath shout his usual taunt to the army of Israel. We read that the soldiers were terrified and headed back to their tents. But David was enraged. He couldn't believe that Goliath would dare to insult the army of his God. Now, this was the 41st day that the Israelites heard this mocking challenge, yet once more they ran and they hid. But this was the first time David heard Goliath's taunts. He knew God was his protector, and that kind of faith reduced Goliath down to size. So David stood his ground. Now, you might be tempted to think that David's brothers were proud of their little brother. Unfortunately, that was not the case. His family had been operating by a set of unwritten rules based on fear. When David decided to break that pattern, it ended up rocking the boat for everyone. Well, you know how it is. People like their comfort zone, the way things have always been. They don't take kindly to upstarts. And to his brothers, David was an upstart. Eliab remembered the day he had been presented to Samuel only to be passed over for his puny younger brother. He remembered Samuel pouring anointing oil over David's head when surely he, Eliab, should have been the chosen one. We can't be surprised if we're likewise attacked when we determine not to live in fear anymore, but to confront every Goliath in our lives. Fear didn't stop David, and we mustn't let it stop us.